This is VB Thomas. This is going to be a little test to see if the microphone quality is alright. So I'm going to lower down my volume real quick, and then we will be analyzing whether the quality is better or whether it is not, of course. So if I talk a little bit right now, this is going to be a test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Sparrow. Yeah, well, the saga of the broken microphone still hasn't been solved. So I'm trying to sort out something that makes my microphone sound better, because, you know, I've got this little thing, right? So this is a audio interface. It's from Focusrite, and usually the Focusrite ones work perfectly, but you need to install drivers. And in order for the drivers to work, you need to have a working laptop. Well, I've got a working laptop, but the drivers don't work. It makes my laptop go glitch. The game is glitched and all that kind of stuff. So I deleted the drivers and it worked fine. But with the result being my microphone, my microphone not being top quality. So tonight I downloaded the drivers again in the hope that it has been fixed. I'm gonna share the link real quick with you guys. This is not the right one. Wait, 11 watchers? Oh, 2 watchers. Oh, fair enough. Where can I share my link? Stream links. Here we go. Yo, 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 yo. Was alles goed, Makker? Alles goed met jou? Met mij gaat alles super. Alright. So I'm gonna play the music back again, and I will leave you guys hanging for a couple of minutes, because the race is only starting in 10 minutes. So we're gonna be chilling right now. So we will be right back with you. Thank you for follow, Sir Villiers. I think it is Villiers, whatever it is. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Oh shit, I forgot to do it like smoothly. Yeah, well, hold up, guys. Alrighty. Here we are then. Welcome everyone. We are going to be racing in the Phoenix Racing League here tonight. My name is Phoebe Thomas, and I'm going to be your commentator of tonight. If you think my hair looks a little bit weird, it does indeed. I'm going to fix that real quick. It looks so poofy for some reason. Well, doesn't really matter. So, guys, today we are going to be racing in the Phoenix Racing League, and it is going to be Silverstone. But first, we're going to be talking about last week's race. We had Qatar, where Nojob came in P1, Kakai in P2, and Maxi in P3. A really interesting race that was, but that is one to watch on the VB Thomas platform or on the Phoenix Racing League platform, because it is on the Phoenix Racing League YouTube. As you can see on the top of your screen, the name of the YouTube channel is Phoenix F1 Racing, so make sure to check out that race, as it was a pretty good one. Now today we are going to be racing around Silverstone, as it is going to be in Great Britain, of course, the Silverstone circuit. One of the most iconic circuits, being one of the oldest one too. It has been there since 1950. The population of Great Britain is about 67 million people. RC has won the most races here around Silverstone in the Phoenix Racing League. And then, of course, across all my leagues I've been doing, 1.25.5 actually is the fastest qualifying record, and a 128.2 is the fastest race record. Of course, a one-lap pace. Now, let's have a quick look with that track layout here. It's going to be a short qualifying and a 50% race. with a 5.8 kilometers track distance and a 153 kilometers race distance. As you can see, coming into Sector 3, it's quite chaotic. And then you've got the DRS straight in Sector 2. Unfortunately, I didn't have any footage from my from Sector 1, so we will not be able to talk about that. Turn 6, as you can see, is a pretty good overtaking opportunity, as you've got Turn 7, a little bit of a U-turn, and then coming into Turn 8 pretty soon. And then you've got Cops Corner, which is going to be Turn 9. A very dangerous corner to go side by side through, as you already know. Max Verstappen and Hamilton have had an incident through that corner. But these guys on the screen right now are going to be executing that perfectly. Now, into Meggett's and Beckett's turn 10, 11, 12, and 13. You need a good exit coming out of turn 13. And then you will have a good overtaking opportunity in turn 15 here. As you can see, with the use of DRS, you will be able to make a dive bomb down the inside. And that is going to be a track layout here in Silverstone. Now, let's have a quick look with the strategy of tonight. I'm not too sure if it's going to be raining or not, but if it is usually going to be intermediates or wets. But tonight, my strategy is going for a medium hard, hard, medium hard, soft, or a medium, medium, soft. We've seen medium, medium, soft work already around Silverstone, but a medium soft could also work. It's a bold strategy. It's a tricky one to make work, but we might be seeing someone use that. Now, the safety car probability is quite high, so is the tire degradation rate, and so is the tire overheating probability. If you can work with the mediums and the softs, I would suggest to go for medium, medium, soft. The hards are usually pretty fast around Silverstone, though, so it is worth a shot. It depends on what track, well, what tires you think are better, and so on. Now, let's have a quick look with my prediction of tonight. I usually do the predictions. Make sure to do your predictions in the chat too, guys. It's right there. But my predictions tonight are going to be P1 for Mr. Maxi, P2 for Noise Job, and P3 for Tutsky Beard. I feel like Tutsky Beard is a pretty fast driver, and hopefully he's going to be able to get that fixed tonight. A podium would be great. Maxi, I'm putting you on P1. What are you crying for, buddy? I'm putting you in P1. Now, my quali prediction is going to be pole for Mr. Noise Job. He's usually one of the faster guys. And then biggest winner of tonight is going to be Tutsky. And the biggest loser of tonight might be Mr. Paddy. Paddy, he has been performing really, really well lately. But unfortunately, he is not going to be able to perform really well tonight. Or is he? I guess we will be having to see that during the race. Guys, we will be starting pretty soon. But first, I'm gonna get a quick sip of water. Well, I still have to get my water. So we will be having a pause real quick. The race is almost gonna start. Well, the qualifying, of course. And then we will be right back with you. So, Maxi, good luck during the quali. You will be able to get into the top 3. I'm pretty sure of that. And we will be right back with you. See you soon. Hello, 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 guys. I'm just trying to sort something out real quick because it could be that there is the wrong sponsor on the screen. So I will quickly have to change that, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to because I need to go onto the Google for that. It's going to be taking less than 45 seconds. So I'm just going to have a quick look to see if that is going to be working. If there is something else than Divine Eye popping up at the bottom of your screen, I will have to change that because, of course, our sponsor is Divine Eye for this video. It is not Divine Eye. All right, here we go. I need to change that real quick. It's really annoying, actually. You can only use one link. Because I've got different links for different leagues, of course. Because on Wednesdays it is Divine Eye, and I think on Thursdays it is too, and then on Tuesdays we've got Davian Knight or Davian Knight, whatever it is. Just having a quick look here, guys. All widgets, there we go, and it should be the right one in a second. And of course, this is going to be the right one. All right, so this is going to be the right one. Here we go. So Divine Eye has been put as a sponsor, so that is great. And that is going to be it. So we are going to be racing here in the qualifying right now. I'm just going to have a quick listen to the microphone once again to see if the microphone quality is all right compared to the whatever like the audio, if that's perfect, of course. Alright, so test. This is VB Thomas as your commentator, and I'm going to be streaming for Phoenix Racing League. Alright, so it seems pretty fine right now. I'm not 100% sure if that is going to be like the perfect setup I can go with. But of course, I'm just going to lower down this real quick, put this a little bit more up, and that is going to be the quality of tonight. So hopefully this is going to be some pretty good quality. Yeah, let's go into the qualifying right now. If anyone can just let me know if the quality is fine. Don't tell me it's fine when it really isn't, because I know some guys, they just tell me it's fine. Oh my days, it's raining so bad here in Silverstone right now. This is really bad, guys. So we are not going to have a longer qualifying, but when it's going to be raining in the race, we will possibly be having a longer race, because usually a lap takes about 10 seconds longer each lap for when it's raining. Elias, do you think it's better than it usually is? I feel like it is. Let me have a quick listen to the other streams I usually do. Yesterday, actually, I did one. Yeah, actually, it is. It does sound better. Elias, can you just have a quick look on my channel of yesterday's stream and see whether this quality is better or whether yesterday's quality is better, and then I will be able to see if I can do anything about that. Thanks, Elias. Appreciate it. You're not doing anything anyways, or you're playing Rocket League. Everyone seems to be on the intermediates tonight. As of course, it is going to be rain here in Silverstone. Let's have a quick look if anyone else is daring to go onto the soft tires. Doesn't look like it. With a couple of guys on the out lap, couple of guys in the pit lane, and a couple of guys on a fast lap, including Maxi, who said, mic on mute. My mic is not on mute. Chardman, not too sure what you mean. Chardman? It could be that you just have your computer on mute, if that is that possible? I'm just telling Mr. Chardman real quick to check his audio bar. He said I was on mute, but I'm not really on mute, so not too sure what he means right now. But Guys, we're going to be going on a lap with Maxi, although he did invalidate here, so he's not going to be able to improve. As we might want to focus on Mr. Waza. Waza, he might be able to get into the top 10 tonight, as there's only 13 people in the lobby. So Waza right now coming into Sector 2, that is. No, actually, it is still a long way to go for Sector 2. Dynamite right now, the guys will not have the opportunity to go onto the DRS, as he's now entering Sector 2. It is not going to be the fastest first sector, which we didn't exactly expect from the Red Bull driver. All right, Elias, really appreciate it. So you enjoy listening to this more, right? If I'm not mistaken, it should be, because you know, with yesterday's stream, the P's and the T's and the S's, they were all really loud. So right now it is just way better and way more clear and all that kind of stuff. As we're driving on board with Mr. Waza right now, as he's coming through Maggots and Baggots to enter Sector 3 here, as the Red Bull driver is hoping for a 130 or like something in the 30s, maybe at the end of the 30s, let's say at 38, a 39, something like that, as he might not be able to beat Divine here in Div 2. Div 1 it is actually, as Phoenix Racing League has got 2 divisions. Of course, they've got Div 1 on Wednesdays and Div 2s on Mondays, if I'm not mistaken. Now Waza coming across the line. There goes the Red Bull driver with a 136.9. So that's a pretty amazing result from the Red Bull driver right there. Elias, do you feel like the car sound should be a little bit more up? Like, do you feel it should be a little bit louder? Or do you think it's fine right like this? Oh, Tutski, a really fast driver. We know him from, well, from Phoenix Racing League, of course, but also from the open lobbies on Fridays. He won that battle this Friday, as he's now coming into Sector 1, taking a lot of curb on the entry of turn 4, hopefully. Let's have a quick look. He doesn't actually. I feel like he's a little bit scared right there. Coming into turn 5 right now. And then you've got turn 6. And then, of course, the long straight. Coming into turn 7, you will have a U-turn. And now he's got that DRS opportunity, although there's not going to be a DRS right now. As, of course, it is raining. The guys will not be able to use DRS when it is raining, as he's got a disturbing Aston Martin right in front of him, but he will go to the side, so that won't be an issue for the Ferrari driver right now. Might have had a little bit of traction problems or like dirty air thanks to that, but it shouldn't be a real problem. There's too much curb on the inside, and that is going to be a track invalidation for the Ferrari driver. Let's drive on board with Mr. Chartman right now, as the McLaren driver is currently coming around the last couple of corners. Turn 15 this is for the McLaren driver, as he's right behind the Williams driver. What is he going to be able to perform here in this qualifying? This is going to be his first lap on the board. And is he going to be able to put himself in the mid-30s? Oh, yes, he is. A 136.6, 3/10 faster than Waza, and about 4/10 slower than Mr. Divine. Thank you, Waza. Really appreciate it. Oh, there goes Noise Job, a 134.7. As the Mercedes driver put himself next to his teammate, who has put a 135.0. So he's going to be improving by about 3/10 on his teammate. And that is going to be a Mercedes 1-2 right now in this qualifying. But still, we've got Mr. Maxi on the fast lap. The Haas driver, one of the faster qualifying guys here in the Phoenix Racing League. And hopefully he's going to be able to put a good performance here. Not too sure how many ERS he has right now, but coming through Cop's Corner, he will only have 1 ERS opportunity. And that is going to be Dynamite straight after turn 13, of course. Turn 14, I think that is actually. A lot of curb on the entry and a lot of curb on the exit here in this turn 13. Now we've got turn 14, as he takes a wide line through that turn. And that is a great line from the Haas driver. Has the fastest second sector right now. And is he going to be able to get the fastest third sector too, as that will likely be the fastest lap of the qualifying here. But the guys will most definitely have another opportunity here in this qualifying, as it is going to be a short qualifying. So that means 18 minutes of qualifying. And of course you can go out twice or even 3 times here in Silverstone. Now, He's put a 135.0, which is only going to be 17 thousandths faster than Mr. Patty. And he's going to be 3/10 slower, or, well, oh, nose job with another fastest lap. What a guy, eh? What a guy. As he's put himself in a comfortable lead right now with more than 4/10 of a lead on P2. And I don't think anyone is going to come even close to the Slovakian driver in P1 right now. We're driving on board with Calvert, who is on a fast lap coming into Cop's corner right now. As he doesn't take too much curb on the exit. Might not have been a great line from the... he's either Irish or he's either British. I can't quite tell. As he's now coming through Maggots and Beckett's, of course. A lot of curb on the entry and a lot of curb on the exit. That's what we'd like to see from the AlphaTauri driver, as he's now coming down the DRS straight, where the guys will most likely have DRS when it is a dry race. But of course, when it is a rain race, we will not be seeing any DRS getting used here in this qualifying and this race, of course. So now coming around the last couple of corners goes the AlphaTauri driver, and what is Calvert going to be able to put on the time on the leaderboard here tonight? It is going to be a 137.0, so that is only going to be a P10 right now, as he's still in danger from two guys behind him, John Holmes and Mookie, who still haven't put a lap on the board. Sparrow in P7 right now has put a 136.4. He's not too far from Devine and Tutski Beard, as both Ferrari drivers are about 2 and 4/10 faster than Sparrow. But it is always a sad thing to see the Alfa Romeo being so far behind, because we all know I am a big Alfa Romeo fan. Now let's have a quick drive on board with John Holmes and see if he is on a fast lap. It does look like it. Now into turn 5 we go, as hopefully he's going to be able to put a good time on the board. Not too sure if he's going to have a good sector 1 though. Let's have a quick look if he's improving by anything. Yes, he is indeed, 15 seconds, so that will currently put him already with a 139, as that is very good right now. And hopefully he's going to be able to improve here in sector 2 and sector 3. He should, because after knowing that you messed up your sector 1 already, you're going to be driving a little bit slower in sector 2 and sector 3, which he might have done last lap with his 154, of course. Now coming down Maggots and Beckett's right now, we might want to drive on board real quick with the Alpine driver to see how he's going to be able to nail this corner section. He doesn't take too much curb on the entry, but he does take a lot of curb on the exit, and that is really necessary. Fastest sector 2 for the Alpine driver, as he's now coming into turn 15, a long right-hander, and he does take a lot of curb on the entry. That is really great right there, and hopefully he's going to be able to put himself in the top 5 and maybe even the top 3. Coming down the last couple of corners, turns 17 and 18, that is, if I'm not mistaken, and that is gonna be a 135.0 to put himself in P4. The Alpine driver has done a pretty amazing job right now in this qualifying, but will anyone be able to beat Noise Job, who is currently in P1? Let's drive on board with the guys who are having a battle right now here. I'm not too sure who that was, as the Ferrari driver is currently coming into the pits. That is going to be Tutski. And there's only going to be one more opportunity to put a fast lap on the board. Chardman goes really, really wide right there, and unfortunately has invalidated this lap. So he's only got one more chance to come out in this qualifying and put one more good lap on the board with only a 136.6. I don't see him getting very far, as he's only in P9 right now and in danger of losing another couple of positions. Where is Calvert going to put himself? 2/10 up already. 2/10 down, actually. 2/10 down already. Oh, coming across that third sector line. He is up by about 900s right now, so he's not going to be able to improve. I'm afraid only if he is going to improve here in sector 3, but it is going to be a hard challenge for the AlphaTauri driver right now. What a beautiful car that is, eh? Looking at the car, that AlphaTauri, in my opinion, it looks a little bit better than some other cars on track. For example, the Haas, which looks absolutely horrible. I don't know, actually. People at the beginning of the new livery designs, right? Everyone was making these lists and these rankings of how all the cars look like, and they said, yeah, Haas is definitely a top 3 car. Looking at the Haas, Bro, do you actually have fucking eyes, bro? You're just... What the fuck? Who puts Haas in the top 3? No, Haas doesn't deserve to be in the top 3 in any ranking except for team principal rankings, bro. That team principal from Haas is literally the best guy. Well, actually, you also have Toto, who is actually pretty good in my opinion, and then that guy from Red Bull. What is his name again? Horner, but I can't remember his first name. Oh, there goes the Alfa Romeo driver Sparrow in the ball as he came across the line, and he was not able to improve, but he's not going to be able to. Christian, right? Christian Horner, that is. Christian Horner, that is. I for some reason I was going to call him Max Horner, as that sounded quite logical, but then I remembered it is Max Verstappen, and it would possibly not be very ideal to have both your team principal and racing driver be called Max. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Driving on board with Mr. Divine right now as the the Ferrari driver. Actually, he's a Ferrari driver. Hopefully, he's gonna be able to put a good time on the board. He is still in the night lap, so we will be waiting for him to come across the line and put a better time on the board. As he's now coming through Megats and Megats, he's got a couple of guys behind him. He's got one driver in front of him, and I think that is gonna be a Fanatics right in front of him. So he definitely needs to watch out for that Williams driver in P6 right now. Divine Eye coming around to turn 15 right now. He doesn't have to risk anything, but he should risk everything in that last couple of qualifying laps here. He's only got one more opportunity to put a good time on the board, as he's now coming around the last corner. Divine Eye, the Ferrari driver. My expectations are high, maybe a little bit too high, but hopefully he's going to put himself in the top 4 here. Oh no, it validates already, bro. Oh man, Divine Eye, how can you do this to me? How can you do this to me? And he needs to push, because otherwise he's not going to be able to get across the line in time to put another lap on the board. Let's drive on board with Mookie. Oh, he invalidated too, so he's got one more opportunity. AP right now as the Aston Martin driver coming around Megats and Megats right now. It doesn't take too much curb on the entry, as I think he's a controller racer, looking at the way he's steering and like his throttle management and all that kind of stuff. So AP might not be able to put a good time here, as he is up by 3/10, but Silverstone is definitely a track where you need a wheel, because I feel like Megats and Megats is really difficult for non-wheel players, especially on the controller. I don't know if there is anything else you can play with on the F1 game. Maybe a keyboard, but I don't think many people will race with a keyboard. As AP is now coming around the last corner, it is going to be a 138.3, as that is going to be a 610 improvement, but not an improvement in positions. He's retired on track. Let's see if Divine Eye is going to make it on time. Is he going to make it across the line on time? He should, but it is definitely hard racing in the rainy weather with no traction, and of course, oh no, he couldn't get there. Ah, the Ferrari driver, his qualifying is over already. I kind of forgot that. Oh, Tutski! Tutski in the lead! This is something I hadn't expected. Tutski in the lead right now, and is Norsjob going to be able to improve here after Sector 1? He is. 2/10 already. Tutski in the lead right now. The Ferrari driver has taken P1, but what is Norsjob going to do? Coming around that fast corner, that fast right-hander, and coming down the long straight right now, heading into Cobb's corner, as I think that is going to be turn 9 if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, we're headed into turn 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, as that is going to be Megats and Megats. Only 2 more drivers being able to improve here. That is going to be Norsjob and, of course, Chartman. I don't think Chartman is going to put himself in the top 3, but, of course, surprises can be shown here in this last lap of the qualifying. Fastest second sector for Norsjob, as the track is drying up. It isn't raining anymore. And what is Norsjob going to be able to perform? Coming around turn 15 into that last sector. What is the Mercedes driver going to do? coming around the last couple of corners. He needs some good traction on his wheels to be able to put a good time on the board. Coming around the last corner, it is going to be a 133.0 for the Slovakian driver who puts himself in P1 right now. What is Chartman going to do? I didn't get the chance to look at that, but the Slovakian driver right now on pole with the Ferrari driver right next to him. And here we've got the standings right now. Chartman didn't manage to improve, unfortunately, as it is going to be the Slovakian driver Nozjob in P1. We've got Maxi in P2. Oh, he managed to get a better time than Tutski. That's pretty impressive right there. So Tutski has put a P3 on the board. John Holmes in P4 and Ave Nadix with a surprising P5. Mookie in P6, Paddy in P7, a Sparrow in P8, Divine Eye in P9, Chartman in P10, Waza in P11. We've got Calvert in P12. And last but not least, we've got AP17 all the way in P13. But of course, he is still going to try and get a good result in the race. Yeah, Sparrow, I just saw you put something in the chat. Yeah, that was a really interesting crash you had right there. Coming around the last corner. You're always gonna have to watch out with traction, because especially when it's raining, you know, it is a hard challenge to keep your car on track. And even if you touch the curb on the inside, you're gonna spin. So just watch out next time. And of course, during the race, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be raining during the race, or maybe like dry at the beginning and rain at the end, which is always gonna give great sparks for the racing. Not too sure who's gonna be dry-minded and who is rain-minded, but of course it all changes your setup. The guys who are more rain-minded are going to be putting a lot more wings on their car to be able to get smoother through the corners, but the guys who are a little bit dry-minded, they're going to be putting a lot of like lower wings. You're not going to be putting that much wings on their car. And let's have a quick look who is going to put which setup, and we can definitely determine that already after after a couple of laps, because you will see who is going to be pulling away down the straight. You will be able to see who is pulling away through the corners. I'm just testing out if the voice is still, yeah, the audio is still pretty good. So hopefully the issue has been fixed. I guess we will have to wait and see, of course. We are waiting right now for the guys to start. What is the strategy gonna be? It is most definitely gonna be a medium hard strategy here in PGR. And it is going to be a formation lap right now. Let's have a quick look. Oh no, Chartman. He pushed the button. He pushed the button. He has pushed the button. But it doesn't really matter for the English driver, because of course he is the owner of the league, and hopefully he's gonna put a better result in than P10, as I would like to see him get a lot of points on the board for the McLaren team. Looking at the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship, Chartman's team, which is gonna be McLaren, is all the way in P8. So not a great result from Chartman and his teammate. Actually, Chartman is gonna be the only one in the lobby tonight. But who is in the lead? It is going to be Nozjob and his teammate Paddy, as both drivers have got a big lead on Haas and who's the other team? Ferrari, if I'm not mistaken. Divine Eye and Tutski, who seemed to be an amazing duo, but unfortunately could have only brought a P3 back to the factory. But of course, we've got still 2 races to come if Nozjob and Maxi are both crashing out this race. We could be having a bit of a mix-up in the Constructors' Championship, but I guess we will have to wait and see. Divine Eye, who's not the most consistent one, I would say, although in Div 2 last week on Monday, in Qatar, he was doing pretty well until he ran out of fuel. So bringing back some painful memories for the English driver, as we're now going to be focusing on Silverstone. Of course, it is going to be Noise Job in the lead, and it is going to be a Silverstone race start, which is always chaos into turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3, but a good overtaking opportunity into turn 3, of course. Now, let's have a look at the tires real quick, as some guys are on the mediums, some guys are on the hards, and one driver only is on the softs. I got the confirmation that it is going to be raining later this race, as all the drivers are putting themselves on the track right now. The only driver who hasn't put himself on the track right now is going to be Chardman, and it is going to be 5 red lights. Here in Silverstone, the drivers' engines are running hot, and we have got the tires heated. Now into turn 1. In a couple of seconds, it's 5 red lights, and away we go. The Ferrari driver with a pretty decent start right there. Maxi already takes the lead into turn 1. He's going side by side with Noise Job. No damage from both of the drivers, as Maxi now takes the lead into turn 3, as Noise Job is dropping back. Noise Job is dropping back. This is going to be race over for the Mercedes driver, or isn't it? He has dropped back all the way to P13. Fanatics has caught up to P2 as he has overtaken the Mercedes driver and all the other guys who were in front of him. Now we've got Noise Job in P3 right now, Paddy in P4, Divine Eye in P5, as we've got some overtakes happening right now. Noise Job around the outside of Chardman right there, as that is going to be moved on for the Slovakian driver, and it is once again going to be a comeback race for the Mercedes driver here in Silverstone. We saw something similar happen in Azerbaijan last season, or was that this season? No, it was the end of last season. Now makes a move on to Sparrow as they're going side by side through Maggots and Beggars. Not a suggested thing to do, but it is Noise Job who takes P6 from the Alfa Romeo driver. Welcome, Brass Monkeys. Hope you're having a fine evening. Here goes Noise Job around the outside of Divine Eye right now. Is he going to be making it into the top 5 again? I mean, he was all the way in P12. Oh, there goes Divine. There goes Divine. He needs to watch out. He's a bit of a lawnmower right now, as he's all the way at the back of the grid. He needs to watch out that he doesn't touch the wall, of course. Maxi with the fastest lap. He's got a lead of about 1 second on Fanatics. And Noise Job has caught up to his teammate already. 1 second behind Paddy, as Paddy is most likely going to give his teammate a little bit of DRS. Now let's have a quick look with Waza. He's not close enough. Mookie is close enough to Mr. AP right here, as the timetable is a little bit broken right there. He makes a move down the inside on his teammate, pushes his teammate a little bit wide, as it is still going to be AP in P10 right now with a comfortable lead on his teammate. Now Mookie down the inside, he goes. There goes the Canadian driver as he makes that move into turn 7. And that was a pretty amazing move there from Mookie, I do have to say that myself. Into turn 7, it's always a risky thing to do. But let's go back to the guys ahead, as we've got Maxi with a comfortable lead on Fanatics. And Fanatics does have a comfortable lead on John Holmes. Now Paddy has got his hands full with his teammate right behind him. I would suggest him to let him go through as soon as possible, because I think they're running different tire strategies. They are indeed. Noise Job is on medium tires, Paddy is on hard tires. And there goes Noise Job around the outside of the Irish driver. Is his teammate going to let him go through? It does look like it, as battling around Silverstone is never a good idea if you are teammates. Now let's go back to the front of the grid, as we've got Fanatics being 8 tenths behind Maxi. Has that timetable been fixed already? Yes, indeed it has. Noise Job with the fastest lap right now, 129.1, as we're currently entering lap 3 out of the 26. Oh, that's alright, Brass Monkeys. Welcome, Redoubts, if you're watching right now. And this is gonna be Calvert being pretty close to the Alfa Romeo driver right now. Into turn 5 they go, and he was looking to make a switchback work. The Alfa Romeo driver pushes him a little bit wide. Waza takes a 2-for-1. His prize was only 1, and he took 2 at the same time. There he goes, the Red Bull driver, as Sparrow makes that move down the inside on Waza into turn 7. Risky move from the Alfa Romeo driver, but it is Waza keeping it strong, keeping it healthy. Into turn 8 they go. Calvert down the inside of Sparrow. He had an amazing exit coming through that corner. And there we go, Calvert with that move on the Alfa Romeo driver. Sparrow is losing a couple of positions here as he's got Mookie right behind him. The Canadian driver is looking to make a move, but of course not through Meggets and Baggets, maybe down the main straight, as the guys will have the opportunity to use DRS. Waza has an interesting line through Meggets and Baggets right there. He's got Calvert right on his ass, as Calvert is now retaking P7. Also with the use of DRS, so Waza is the only one not having DRS here and is possibly going to be losing 3 positions. He's only going to be losing 2 with Mookie and Calvert right in front of him. He still has the Alfa Romeo right behind him, but I feel like Sparrow is looking to make a move down the inside. Touched a lot of curb on the inside there, and that was not going to be an overtaking opportunity for the Alfa Romeo driver. Maxi has been overtaken by Fanatics. Pretty interesting right there, as we've got Maxi being on the soft tires. So that does indicate that these soft tires are not usually very, very good to start with, to start a race with. I always say it at the beginning of my streams, don't start on these soft tires because they're horrible to start with. But of course, we have got Maxi right now in P2 on the softs, and he's doing pretty fine. Noisejob is able to catch up. He came all the way from P12 to catch up to P2 and P1 already. He's not going to be able to improve, well, to make that overtake yet, but maybe coming into Meggets and Meggets, he's going to be able to get behind Maxi within 1 second, hopefully, as Maxi is now coming through Meggets and Meggets. My apologies for that little burp right there. That came out of my mouth while I was talking. I couldn't stop it. Paddy, wait, John Holmes crashed. John Holmes crashed. He goes onto the gravel, as he has got to be frustrated by that. Possibly got pushed wide there, but he is coming back on track a little bit unsafely, and he's going to be all the way in P12. Let's go back to Maxi, right on the tail of Fanatics, as we've got Noisejob. This guy is one of the faster guys I've ever seen, currently in P3, but 3 laps ago he was back in P12. The guy has made a comeback race I've never seen happen so fast. This is fucking amazing for the Slovakian driver, as he finds himself back into race win chances here in Silverstone. We still have 21 laps to come, as it is going to be raining. But when it's going to be raining, I guess we'll have to wait for that rain to come later, as of course I don't have a weather prediction right now. Waza seems to have made a move on Sparrow, but we are currently looking at the top 3, as they're pretty close to each other. Paddy has lost about 2 seconds to the top group, as Maxi coming around Cops corner. They're really, really close right now. Maxi into Meggets and Baggets. He's got to leave a little bit of space to Fanatics, who's possibly a little bit slower than the Haas driver coming through Meggets and Baggets. A bad exit from Fanatics made Maxi have a little bit of a bad exit too, as he needed to watch out for the Williams driver right there. Fanatics, who doesn't have a single ERS left in his tank, as the guys will possibly have to come into the pits pretty soon. But Fanatics doesn't have a single ERS left. Maxi is one of the most consistent ones ERS-wise, but it is Noisejob taking the lead right now, and I do have to say, this is the fastest lead I've ever seen someone take after coming back from P12. This is absolutely amazing. He was in P12. He crashed out in turn 1 or turn 3, whatever turn that was, in lap 1, and then came back. He made, I think, 6 positions up already during that first lap. And now he's taking the lead. Good day, Josh Owen. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're having a fine evening. We're currently racing in the Phoenix Racing League, as Noisejob was 12 positions back 5 laps ago. He's currently in P1, has taken the lead, and is trying to make a gap to Fanatics and Maxi right now. I feel like Maxi is a little bit struggling on these soft tires at the moment. And what is Paddy going to do? He's catching up, though. He's catching up to Maxi, Fanatics, and Noisejob. Calvert, who's left the session. Not too sure why that is. Might have been a connection issue, as I might need to invite him back again. I'm going to have a quick look if I've got him added as a friend. Let's have a quick look here. Waza is left too. Might have been a connection issue. Let's invite these guys real quick, guys. So it's gonna be friends. Waza, do I have him added here somewhere? Oh, don't tell me I don't have them added. Oh, no way. Oh, man. This is really unfortunate. I don't have them added, guys, unfortunately, so I won't be able to make that that invite work. Ah, this is really frustrating. I'm gonna let them know that they have to add me. On PSN to get an invite back. You lagged out. All right. Guys, sorry. We're back at it again. Josh in the chat, who do you think is gonna win this race? It looks like it's gonna be Noah's job, but I feel like he's gonna be making a mistake for some reason. I don't know why. As now John Holmes has taken a move on Sparrow. Sparrow, who's looking to make that move down the inside there, but didn't really work out for the Alfa Romeo driver. Avnatics. Oh, we've got the fine. Oh yeah, making that move on Calvert, of course. Calvert isn't there. He isn't there, unfortunately. I haven't gotten an invite yet from anyone, as I'm gonna be opening up my Discord. Well, the main reason for that is usually because Div 1 is a little bit split with Div 1 drivers and Div 2 drivers, because, you know, Div 1, sometimes they're struggling getting their drivers to attend, so hopefully the new guys who managed to join are going to be able to fill the spots, and of course it is the last couple of races. Haha, we've got another Divine fan in the chat. He is all the way in P7 right now. John Holmes, who's making that Calvert move. But as I was saying, you know, I hope the new guys in the league are going to be able to fill up. It's the last couple of races of the season, so the guys at the back of the grid are not going to be willing to battle again. There's a couple of guys who left due to personal issues, well, like personal issues, and then of course, yeah, they have to fill in the spots with Div 2 drivers. I feel like there has been a little bit of a chaotic turn 1, which made people crash out and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there goes Avnatics way too deep into that corner. Possibly had a track warning right there, as I'm not too sure how many he has already. I feel like he has 2, so his next track warning is going to be a penalty. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Avnatics, who's going to have the DRS right now, but is he going to be close enough? He is indeed. Going around the outside. There goes the Williams driver. He's not close enough. That was pretty impressive right there. But I feel like he's alongside the Haas driver right now, and that is going to be moved on. Maxi, who's coming into the pits. Wonder what strategy he's going on. 18 more laps to go. That might have been a hard strategy, or maybe medium. That could be a good thing too. I'm just going to invite Waza back again. I won't be able to invite him yet, though, as that is an issue from the game. But a couple of guys coming into the pits. So is Sparrow, was Calvert, who's still not into the lobby. John Holmes, who's making that move on both Maxi and Calvert, of course. Maxi, who's now come out of the pits. He's gonna be ahead of Mr. Sparrow and, of course, also of Mr. Waza, as he's not in the lobby right now. I'm just gonna have him. Give him a little invite there. Where is our buddy Waza? Here he is. I've invited you, Waza. Not too sure if you're watching the stream. And Calvert is also... yeah, so Calvert, he wasn't able to join. I just told him to invite me, well, to add me as a friend. So hopefully he's gonna be able to. Maxi, who's now making a move on Calvert. Calvert didn't manage to join yet. Let's have a quick look if Waza managed to join. Doesn't look like it. He hasn't taken control out of his car yet. So, oh, here he is. Here he is. Chartman with a 3-second time penalty. He is in P5 right now, catching up to Mookie. And Divine Eye being pretty close to John Holmes. 3/10 for the Alfa Romeo driver. Alfa Romeo, it's because it's red. The Ferrari driver right now. as he is on 8 lap pulls hard. So a good strategy from the Ferrari driver right now, as I'm not too sure when the rain is going to come out. But coming back to that why is the grid so split out question, I feel like Div 1 is a little bit of a combination between fast drivers and like medium fast drivers, and then of course the Div 2 drivers. So the guys who are really, really fast are Kaka, Pubdog, Noise Job, RC, Maxi, and only 2 of them are attending right now. So, oh yeah, Tutsky too. Tutsky is also a very fast driver. But apart from that, I feel like everyone is a little bit slower. So that's the main reason why the grid is so spread out. And also different strategies, you know. John Holmes, who's 9 seconds behind Chartman. Wait. Yeah, he is. He's running a different strategy. We've got Paddy, who's pretty fast, but not fast enough to get to Noise Job, Fanatics, and these guys. Mookie, who has come all the way from P12, if I'm not mistaken, so he made a big comeback race. And Paddy now making a move on Fanatics, who's coming to the pits. So yeah, there's really different couple. Oh, Divine Eye! No way! He made that move on John Holmes, and John Holmes crashes out again. Oh no, he's being the lawnmower again. No way. He had the same issue earlier, where he spun, and now he has to make a comeback race once again. What an unfortunate race for the Alpine driver, but I feel like he's gonna be able to get into the top 5 again. He's running 10 lap old hards. He's gonna be on the faster tire later, as there's coming a couple of guys into the pits. And Tutsky has gone from P13, well, a comfortable P13, as of course P13 is all the way at the back of the grid, to a P10 again. So he's 9 seconds behind John Holmes. Hasn't been benefiting from that crash from the Alpine driver yet, as now Fanatics looking to make a move on AP, as he's got a good line. What a good line. Look at that speed around turn 7, around turn 8, if they're going into turn 9 right now. Oh, what a beautiful move from Fanatics right there. He is on fresh hearts though, so this would have been a pretty logical move from the Williams driver on the Aston Martin driver. Oh, there goes AP. He went a little bit too wide there, as he needs to watch out with those track limits, of course. Now let's go back to Maxi in P6. As the Haas driver, he really has some good pace around this track. But I feel he's chosen a different strategy apart from all the others. He's gone for soft, medium, mediums, if I'm not mistaken. All the others have gone for medium hards, hard mediums, all that kind of stuff, as I'm not too sure. Oh! Around the last corner! Down the inside he goes, and that is a move for Maxi. What a beautiful move there, bro. That was a risky move, bro. Going into that corner, it is already difficult enough to go around the last corner alone, let alone going side by side through that corner. So risky move from Maxi, but it was worth taking it. I'm pretty sure Divine Eye will give him a little bit of a praise for that. Well, not a prize, of course, but like a praise. Isn't that a word? I feel like it's a word, like saying, oh, good job. That's a praise, right? I'm not too sure. I'm not an English native, guys. So John Holmes goes down the inside with the use of DRS, though. So beautiful move, but it wasn't really a difficult one right there for the Alpine driver, as he takes a lot of curb and hopefully is going to be able to create a distance to the Aston Martin as soon as possible, because otherwise he might be in danger from behind. AP who's running the same strategy as the Alpine driver right now, but I feel like he's not really at the same pace level. He's about 1 second slower already, as that does indicate that he lost a little bit of time down the main straight. So he's definitely running higher wings, as he might be able to catch up to the Alpine driver again through Megats and Megats, but it doesn't look like it. Mookie and Chartman both coming into the pits right now, as Nosejob is going to stay out one more lap. Pretty interesting strategy there from the Mercedes driver, as he's currently on 12 lap old mediums. We're halfway past the race, as the guys currently just entered lap 13 out of the 26, of course, as Maxi is now caught up back to the top 3. And he's taken P3 actually here from Mookie and Chartman. Fanatics, who's come into the pits. No, he doesn't actually. It was a little bit of a glitch from my eyes. My eyes were glitching. They saw something I didn't want to see. Well, I didn't have to see because it wasn't true, of course. Now let's go back to Tutski. As he has caught up to P7, he's right behind Mr. Mookie. And he said, welcome, hello, Mr. Canadian boy. Am I going to be taking this position from you? Doesn't look like it, as I am on 11 lap old hearts. And you're on 0 lap old hearts. So he's really cursing right now. The only thing I can hear him say in his Dutch car right now is Godverdomme. But of course, Waza is left again. Maybe we have to shoot him another invite. Hopefully that's going to work, of course. There we go. There is your other invite, Mr. Waza. As he wasn't really able to create a distance to anyone yet. John Holmes has left the session. So did Calvert. So it's really a connection issue for these guys currently. As I'm not too sure. Paddy has come into the pits. And, you know, Silverstone, it's a really long pit entry. And a really slow one. You can only go 60 kilometers an hour. Where you can go on other tracks 80 kilometers an hour. So that's a 20 kilometer per hour difference. So I feel like in Silverstone, you're doing around a 25 to a 26 second pit stop. Whereas you're usually doing a 20 to 21 second pit stop. So yeah, a double pit stop around Silverstone is definitely not the way to go. I just remembered that. I suggested a medium soft. But it is not ideal as the safety car... Well, the pit entry is way longer. And we haven't seen a safety car yet. That is really surprising in my opinion. Chartman now around the first couple of corners into turn 4 he goes right now. And he needs to watch out. Because he's got that Dutch beast right in front of him. Mookie, who is caught up to John Holmes, who didn't manage to join yet. Let's have a quick look if I've got a friend request from John Holmes. Doesn't look like it. Just gonna tell him to add me. Oh, no way. They're so close to each other right now. Of course, John Holmes isn't going to be able to defend his position as he's not in his car. But Chartman is going to have the DRS down the main straight. Waza joined again. And Chartman is going to have the DRS. Does Tutski actually have the DRS? Let's have a quick look here. Oh, he does. That's fucking bullshit, bro. That is fucking bullshit. Here we go. Chartman not getting close enough. He's not getting close enough. Sparrow making that move on Waza. But of course, Waza is not in his car. As I think the... Oh, man. I thought Tutski was in the wall. Tutski, he has to come back into the pits. I'm just texting with the guys who have left, guys, just to make sure that everyone is... Oh my gaze, look at this lead from Noise Job. Look at this lead from Noise Job. He will be going on to the softs at the end of the race, I think. Bold strategy going from mediums to softs. Bold strategy, but if it works, it works. If it works, it works. John Holmes' PlayStation has given up. He's not going to be racing anymore for the night. As Tusky has caught up to AP. So this is going to be a good move. Or a good overtaking opportunity for the Dutch driver pretty soon, hopefully. Because I've got blood all over my t-shirt. This is not good. Alright, doesn't really matter. Here we go. Here we go. The Dutch beast. Who didn't have a great race start. Crashed out, unfortunately, and yeah, I had a 5 or 6 second gap to the guys ahead. Doesn't really look like he has the pace around Silverstone either. He did in the qualifying, but that was a rainy condition, of course. As it doesn't look like the rain is going to come out. DRS opportunity for Tutski down the main line, down the main straight he goes into turn 15, and the move has been done before the corner was there. So beautiful move from Tutski on the Aston Martin driver. AP is not going to be able to battle back like we saw Chartman. not being able to battle back to Tutski when he overtook him. And I feel like AP, he has got the pace. He is consistent. He doesn't crash out. He doesn't have the penalty. Wait, he does have a penalty. Like, he just doesn't crash out. But yeah, unfortunately, he's not really having the pace to be in Div 1, I'm afraid. But, of course, you only learn from the racing the best. You know, racing the best, you're always going to get yourself faster. I've got a guy in Power Grid Racing. His name is Maverick. And there's a guy from the top division who wanted to be promoted down. Oh, Maxi is also coming into the pits. What tire will he be going on? Mediums, possibly? Or softs to finish off this race with? Not 100% sure. He shouldn't actually have come into the pits. I feel like you can make it work on 18-lap-old mediums. He goes onto the mediums. If Nadix hooks on 6-lap-old hards, 3 seconds behind Noise Job. But actually, I was chasing subjects right there. So I've got a buddy. I've got a buddy who races in PGR. I always said you. Welcome Shuki. Welcome Crush. Welcome Nemo, because that other guy from Nemo is called Crush. Yeah, that was an inside joke. But that Maverick guy, he offered this position, well, his racing seat to that guy who wanted to be promoted down. Well, delegated or whatever you wanna call it. And now he's racing against the best. He doesn't have the pace, but he told me he doesn't mind because he wants to be racing against the best to learn from the best. And I feel like that is a great statement from the Mercedes driver. Well, actually, it is a Mercedes driver in Div 1. The division is called a Champions Division. As that is a really nice touch for that league to give their division names. Because in Phoenix Racing League and in all the other leagues I'm in, they call it Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, which is actually easier, but it doesn't give a nice touch to the league. So maybe that is a big suggestion for this league to do. And maybe have some nice names, like something that has to do with birds or something, because the racing league is, of course, called Phoenix Racing League. And maybe they can do something about, like, red breast bird, or whatever you want to call it. And then the Div 1 is Phoenix Division. What is actually a good... Oh, maybe Eagle Division. Oh, that would be fucking amazing, bro. Div 2 is the Eagle Division. Oh, that would be fucking amazing. I'm gonna suggest that to Divine. Apparently, these guys are all having issues with their PSN. Oh, Waza! Oh, he's back in the lobby. Oh, yeah, but he dropped back all the way to P12. He's now looking to make a move on John Holmes, but John Holmes is not in his car, so... it's not looking like an exciting race, guys. Maybe Paddy on Fanatics pretty soon, so we might be focusing on that race, as he is 2.5 seconds behind AP with another 3-second time penalty. We might have to have a quick look at the penalties. Let's talk a little bit about the penalties. Noise Job with the fastest lap of 126.9. Let me have a quick look at what the guys have said at the fastest lap. A 128.2. So the fastest lap record has been broken already. And I'm not too sure what the qualifying record was. I think it was a 134. That hasn't been broken. So the guys are not going to be breaking the qualifying record around Silverstone. Now, what I was saying again. The penalties. So 3 seconds for Fanatics. He's going to be dropping back to P3. Paddy in P2 actually. And that is going to be a P1 and a P2 for the Mercedes team. Sparrow with a 5-second time penalty speeding in the pit lane. So he is coming to the pits to not too sure to what to do. Because, well, possibly to change his tires, of course. Now we've got a 3-second time penalty for Chardman as he's going to be losing. A really fast bird is a Peregrine Falcon for Div 1, a diving speed of 186 miles an hour. Fuck me, bro. Yo, that would be that is noise job on a Sunday evening, you know? Noise job. That guy is fucking flying, bro. Look at his lead. 11 seconds right now, and he is on the soft tire, so he's definitely going to be even more fast at the end of the race. Now, he's got a 126 or a 125, whatever he had. That is 3 seconds faster than the fastest lap set by my other league. Waza is left again. Let's pop him an invite again. Yeah, he's got to be frustrated by that. He's got to be frustrated by that. All right. So let's go back to this battle. Oh, Maxi might be able to make a move on Chartman. Who's going to be first? Is it going to be Patty or is it going to be Maxi? I feel like it's going to be Maxi. A really fast bird is the peregrine falcon. But what are falcons actually? I want to Google that. What are falcons? Because I know an eagle, but I don't know what a falcon is. Oh wait, let's focus on this battle first. We've got Maxi on the fresh mediums, right behind Chartman. He's gonna have the DRS opportunity here. Oh, a falcon actually isn't that big. I thought it was like a massive bird, but it doesn't look like a big bird. Falcon. Yo, that's pretty cool. It's really small. It's like 65. Oh! I was looking at Wikipedia. Here we go. Maxi around the outside of Chartman. He makes that move work into Cup's corner. They're not giving up. Maxi with the switchback. Into Cup's corner. What a beautiful move there from the Haas driver who makes up P5. Oh, and now through Meggetts and Beckett's, Chartman has an awkward line. Oh, this is so unfortunate. But Chartman is going to have the DRS though. He's gonna have the DRS, but Maxi has flown away. He is that peregrine falcon right now. Oh, what a beautiful move there from Maxi. What is abo? Oh, abonnement. What abonnement, Chucky? From the LAN? You mean? Oh, from Sint-Niklaas to Brugge? I think it's still the 22nd of September, if I'm not mistaken. We have UK ones. We have UK ones. Tot en met. Tot en met, yes. 22nd of September, Shuki. What do you mean, Oranje, with we have the UK ones? The birds? Or... Wait. They belong to the hawk family. UK fastest burst is a gannet. Oh, falcons. Okay. We're all talking about falcons here in the chat. Let's have a quick look with Patty. I feel like it would be a great touch to give every division a name, like a falcon name or like a bird name. You know, that would be fucking great. Because the league is called Phoenix Race League, so I feel like you have to do something with it. You know. Yes, Shuki, I actually do have lessons still my internship. I'm gonna have lessons on Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, so I'm free on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I could come to you next week on Wednesday and Thursdays if you'd like. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. What's up, shit? Oh, you wanted to come to me. I understand. Well, that's not gonna be a solution. But I can just buy new tickets though. Oh, what's up with this shit then? Oh, that's unfortunate, Shuki. That's alright. That's maybe why you should have come yesterday. And you did. So that's great. Alright, let's focus on this last couple of battles here. As we've got Patty on the tail of Avenatics. He is on fresher mediums, I feel like. Let's have a quick look here with the tires. As he's on 8-lap-old mediums compared to 11-lap-old hards. So what tire compound is going to be the best one right now? Old mediums or old hards? I feel like Patty on the medium tires is faster than Avenatics on the hard tires. My apologies, guys. Through Maggots and Baggots. They go, as it is going to be a DRS opportunity for a Patty right now, the Irish driver. He wants to get that P2. He wants to get that P2 so bad, because then that Mercedes team would have had the first P1 and P2 on the calendar. So that would have been a great result for both drivers. Shuki, the day I leave is on a Saturday, the 14th of October. It's in the evening, so you could come to me if you'd like on that Saturday. Oh, John Holmes! Oh no, never mind. They're both lagged out. Never mind. It's both AIs racing. Paddy right now behind Avenatics. Oh, by the way, no, you cannot come the 14, Shuki, because my dad and my mom aren't home. I might be able to drive with the car then. I'm gonna ask my parents real quick. But let's have a quick look at this battle. We're entering lap 23 out of the 26 right now with Paddy right behind the Israeli driver Avenatics. Is he gonna be able to defend this P2? He possibly isn't with that 3-second time penalty, but maybe he can hope for a penalty for the Irish driver too, as it is going to be Paddy without a penalty right now. So it's looking great for the Mercedes driver. He shouldn't be risking anything, but of course, as a racing driver, you want to risk everything. Down the last lap, you want to risk everything. You know, you are that racing driver, right? You've got a P3 and you've got a P2 possibly, because the guy ahead of you has got a penalty. But you know, you want to get in front of that guy so bad in case you would get a penalty. So you can either choose to be about 2 or 3 tenths slower each lap. Oh no. He makes that move down the main straight. No, he doesn't actually. You can choose to be about 2 or 3 tenths each lap slower and not get a penalty, but then of course the risk is still there due to a mistake or anything like that. Or you can choose to push really hard, get a penalty, but still manage to overtake the guy ahead. And that is something you have to think about as a racing driver. I feel like Paddy is someone who's just chilling behind the Williams driver. I'm not too sure how many penalties he's got. 3 seconds of time penalty for the Williams driver, as Paddy just needs to keep it chill behind him. Norsjap, who's got a 20-second lead over P2. And what a race he's driven once again from P12 all the way to P1 in only 5 laps. And now has taken the lead with a comfortable margin to the rest of the grid. He can even come into the pits again and win this race if he wants to. Although I think that would have... Nah, I don't think so. A pit stop would take about 25 seconds. So I don't think it is going to be an opportunity. Tutsky is now coming into the pits. He wants that fastest lap so badly. He's going to go for it. Nosejob is now coming across the line to enter lap 25 out of the 26. As we've still got that heavy battling here between Paddy and Avenatics. 4 tenths behind the Williams driver. As hopefully Paddy is going to get past him. I feel like, you know, winning due to penalties, I mean, getting a P2 due to penalties doesn't feel as great as actually making that overtake and come across the line in P2. If that makes sense. You know, he's going to come across the line in P3. As Sparrow is going to be right behind Tutsky. He's possibly not going to be able to make that move. Waza and John Holmes still having the same battle. But Sparrow is losing that position. Now Paddy right behind Avenatics. He's going to have another DRS opportunity here. Last lap battle. Well, it's not going to be the last lap yet. Tutsky with a 3-second time penalty once again. With a lot of penalties on the grid right now. We've got Mr. Avenatics. We've got Mookie. We've got Chardman. AP, Tutsky, Sparrow, and Waza all with penalties. So Silverstone is definitely a track where the guys are going to be having a lot of penalties. But tonight, that doesn't really matter for Mr. Norsjap and Paddy. Although it does matter for Paddy, because he is going to be possibly scoring a P2 tonight due to that penalty that Avenatics has. Now, coming through the Maggots and Baggots for the second last time here in Silverstone tonight, as they're now also for the last time during the season, as it's always great and very emotional to come around Maggots and Baggots for the last time of the season. They have to wait another couple of months to come through that section of the track again here in the Phoenix Racing League. It also depends on whether the track has been put at the beginning of the end of the calendar, of course, next season, as we're now entering, well, we're currently in season 8, but we're going to be entering season 9 in about 3 or 4 weeks, as that's going to be a very emotional season. I mean, season ender, season 8, of course. Now Paddy, he's just keeping it chill, guys. As you can see, he doesn't want to take any risks. He doesn't want to take any risks, as that is going to be Nor's job. Oh, he's going to make the risk. Into turn 7 he goes. Oh, if Natix makes that switchback work. If he crashes out the Mercedes driver right now, he would possibly get a P2. Although, no, I don't think so, because Mookie is right behind them. Oh, no way. Ave Natix is going to lose that position to Mookie, too. Wait, hold up. How many penalties does Ave Natix have? Oh, a 3-second time penalty. I thought it was having 6. Never mind. But Paddy has taken a P2. And this is going to be a Mercedes podium for the Mercedes team. And then, of course... Oh, yeah, we actually do have a Mercedes podium, because Williams is actually running a Mercedes motor. And Noisjob just has come across the line to take P1. And Paddy doesn't want to risk too much. As Ave Nat... Oh, wait. He's running out of fuel. No fucking way. Paddy running out of fuel. No fucking way. Is he gonna be able to get P2? Oh, man. Mookie taking that position. Is he gonna be able to take P2? No fucking way. Paddy in P3 as he runs out of fuel. Oh, fuck me, bro. Oh, man. Sharman in P6. And it's gonna be Divine Eye in P7. He has also run out of fuel. But he's not gonna be in danger from anyone behind, as Tutsky is 32 seconds behind. And is he gonna be scoring the fastest lap, though? Let's have a quick look. He's 4 tenths up. What is his fastest lap? Fastest lap? It is a 129.0. I don't feel like he's gonna be able to improve that fastest lap, though. Let's have a quick look here. Maybe in Sector 3. As Sector 3, you will need a lot of grip, if that makes sense. Coming around the last corner goes the Ferrari driver. And it's not going to be the fastest lap. A 128.1 for the Ferrari driver. AP has got a 3-second time penalty again. As he's coming around the last corner to catch a P10. Yeah, Maxi, that's true. Not too sure why you went for a 2-stopper. But, I mean, it was worth a shot, buddy. Great. Well done, well done. Driver of the day is Nor's job, as he dropped back all the way to P12 to P1. So, great job by Mr. Aston Martin. No, Mercedes. Mercedes, my apologies. But what a way to end the race. We had the same issue in Qatar. And we have the same issue here in Silverstone. We've got a Paddy who underfueled. Went from a P2 to a P3 in that last couple of corner sections, as that is going to be a frustrating result for the Irish driver. We've got Noshop is, of course, in P1 and Ave Natix in P2. But we've got Paddy, Mookie, Maxi, Chartman, Divine Eye, Tutsky, Sparrow, AP, John Holmes, Waza, and Calvert, who unfortunately lagged out a couple of times. We didn't have a single safety car, so that is always great to see. As I'm going to be finishing off the stream here, guys. I hope you guys liked this stream. And yeah, I mean, what a great race. We had some good talks. We had some good racing. We had some good moves. We had everything during this Grand Prix. And I feel like Silverstone is always a great Grand Prix to have battles on and all that kind of stuff. So, guys, I thank you very much for watching. It hasn't been a long stream. 1 hour and 28 minutes with like about 20 minutes of like a break, if that makes sense, at the beginning. We had some issues and all that kind of stuff, but it has been resolved. Guys, I thank you very much for watching. This was Phoebe Thomas as your commentator, and I will see you guys next week with the season ender. Peace out.